Let me share my biggest lessons and breakthroughs from a mastermind I joined, which was 68K from Paul Gordon, where I met a lot of cool people. And I also went to another seminar with Andrew Elliott, and I just want to share the lessons I got from that event, the biggest nuggets, which I think could help you as well in your business, in your life as well. So here are a couple of cool pictures. So this is the Paul Gordon guy, the Closers IO team. This is Eddie. He's a company called marketing company called Bad. Doing 1.6 million a month. This is Pete, who's actually the partner of Grant Cardone in the 10X stages, where they teach people how to sell via stages. And this is Andy Elliott, who's like, I think the modern Grant Cardone. I really like the guy, very high energy. The team, the situation was very nice. I really loved it. So here's a picture of us and me having this like t-shirt, which I have actually right now, and this thing as well, because I joined a 100-day challenge to participate. Okay. Let's get into it, okay? Quick first idea which you need to remember. You know, I went to an NHL game. People are yelling, dancing when there's music going on, and there's like cameras. And then people are dancing, and somebody turns on the camera, and people are like, whoa! Starting dancing like crazy, and 10x the energy, more energy, giving it all out. As soon as the camera goes away, they're like dropping down. The same way how maybe if you have team members, when you're not in the office, maybe they're like, just going, grabbing coffees, working around, not working so much. But when you're there, they're like hustling, working, doing, blah, 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 like all the time, right? This happens for you as well. And the idea is, how would you act if a camera was pointing on you all the time? You have your working days, like your working hours. At those working hours, there's a camera looking at you all the time. How would you act? How would you work if your team members would always see you online working? Or a better idea, you want to be someone. You want to be a future you. Let's say that future you is looking at you in that camera right now and deciding, are you worth a damn? Are you worth your goals? Are you worth achieving those things that your future you actually wants you to achieve? Because that's what you currently want to achieve. How would you act? Would you act differently? Would you do things more efficiently? Would you get things done? Would you go to the gym? Would you step up? Would you push the last rep? Or would you just go to the gym and play it safe? This is what I feel many people are doing, just playing it too safe. You know, you need to step up your game, you know? Pick up the axe, throw some shit at the wall, you know? Get out there, do stuff. Imagine if the camera is always on you. Let's go. It's okay to make a mistake, but don't make it twice. Next thing, you're just one decision away of changing your life. And this doesn't necessarily mean maybe starting a business or something like that. This means right now in your role specifically, let's say you're a salesperson, let's say you're a client success manager. What are the decisions daily you're doing to making sure you're the best at the thing you're currently doing? Are you improving? Are you growing? Are you becoming better? Are you stretching yourself outside of your comfort zone so it gets a little bit uncomfortable at that position, you know? Are you doing that? Or you're just playing it safe, or just doing the day by day, don't care, I'm just blah, 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 blah. And then you end up 10 years later still being like the same level, the same skill set, and that the marketplace will not reward, okay? So step up, act as you should. It's just one decision away. Again, for your health, working out, I work out now every day. Maybe if I have a sick day, I will not work out that day. Or I have my motocross event, or I have my golf event, or something like that. But I do it every day. Now, also my goal is to learn, develop every day. Do something that nurtures my brain, helps me to develop, helps me to learn shit, helps me to learn new stuff so I can apply it in my life, in my business, in my companies, and etc. Okay? Do that, okay? Next thing. Coolest thing. There was a guy, his name was Ryan. He had a tattoo. I just want to share with you because I thought it was an amazing idea. So he had a tattoo which says like 3 letters. F-Y-U. I hope I pronounced it. Yeah, F-Y-E, no you, F-Y-U. Fuck your excuses, okay? That's what it meant. Love the tattoo. Probably I'm not gonna get that. I'm maybe gonna put like stay sharp. Don't be a little bitch. Maybe like that one. But I like that tattoo, okay? Next thing, you have thousands of competition. I have thousands of competition. You know what? We are selling maybe the same thing. Maybe. Maybe. You know what's the difference? How you deliver the information. Let's say I talk about marketing and there's like Mark talking about marketing. Let's say Mark is a typical university professor. Not enough enthusiasm, not enough energy. Is not passionate about what he does. He's just like getting paid to talk, so he just talks. Me, I'm passionate. I'm ready to put my heart in, ready to put my enthusiasm in. How do you think? What do people think? What's gonna be the difference? And let's say we say the same things. Let's say we say the same things, but how we change is way different. You know what? The audience, the market will reward, in this situation, me. Why? Because I put it out there. I delivered the information differently. I'm not saying this will not work. Different market would like him as well, and it's like different people. But in my experience, how you deliver things matters way more. Like Andy Elliott's event, the guy was talking about sales. A lot of things I have heard, but how he said it and the way he said it struck a nerve with me, and it made me like think again, realize more things, open my mind, and experience the value from that event because of the energy, because of the way the information was delivered. Let's go forward. Everyone, and me as well, I'm gonna do it. We need accountability. We need a coach who's keeping us accountable. Right now, how am I doing it? Every week I put a plan, what I'm gonna do, like this, on like my notebook, and I say it on Mondays, okay? Couldn't say I'm doing it all the time because I wasn't. Now I am doing it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And then at next Monday, I need to report on my things that I did. If I didn't do, I need to report that as well, because they know what I said I'm gonna do. So that's how I keep myself accountable as well. You can do it daily, you can have an accountability partner, etc. Okay? Next thing, you need to know your goal. Let me give you an example. What they give me, which struck a nerve and stick with my mind. So write this down, like write 1 now, write like 1. And then write 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's my goal. You need to know your goal. That's my goal monthly. We're like we're some miles away from that goal right now, but that's my goal, and I need to know that goal, and I know that goal. That's my goal. And for you, you also need to think, what's your goal? Like, what do you want? What's that aspiration you're going for, right? Next thing, if you want to get more leads, here's a cool idea. Let's say you have lead magnets. Let's say you have a webinar, a free webinar, an evergreen webinar. Let's say you have a PDF or report or something. A cool way how other people in this mastermind were generating thousands of leads per month was that they are outsourcing VAs. They're finding VAs who are basically creating accounts on Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And they're reaching out to people daily, like 100, 200, 300, 400 people daily. And they're saying, hey, sir, I see you're interested in this. We have a free webinar about X, Y, and Z. Here's actually a free ticket where you can register. Click here below to reserve your seat, for example. And that's how they get leads. What's gonna happen? 5% of people gonna open, let's say 10% of people gonna open the message, maybe 3% of those, or 10% of those people who open will click, and then some of them will register. Free leads, you know? At the end of the day, it matters how much are you paying to acquire a lead. Right now, for me, I'm paying like 10, 20, 30 euros to get a lead in Europe. And let's say I can get a VA who I pay 1,000 euros in, let's say, like Ukraine or Belarus or Romania, and they generate me like 100 or 200 leads per month, but for that 1,000. You know, it's 2 times cheaper, 3 times cheaper per lead, right? Makes sense, okay? Let's go forward. Manage agreements, not expectations. Let me give an example. Hey, you, make my bed. And then I come look, and you did a shitty job. You did it like a normal place. And I was like, in my mind, I wanted you to make my bed like a hotel, a 5-star hotel, like they make their beds for like customers, you know? The problem was, I didn't communicate my agreement effectively. They didn't know. It just said, make my bed. The problem was, I didn't clearly say how I want you to make my bed. Let's say, hey, make my bed. But I want it to be made like a 5-star hotel, like really cool. Here's a picture how it looks. You understand? Let's do it. Then it's a better way to manage, hey, we had this agreement. You said, you saw it. What's the problem? Why it doesn't look like this? Rather than you being like a bad boss, always complaining because people didn't do what you said they should do, because you didn't communicate enough for them to understand what you meant when you said what they should do, right? Crazy thing. I love this idea, okay? If you want to do big things, make a bunch of money, bunch of clients, you probably need a lot of leads. Example, this was Pete saying, I'm not sure if this is valid, but he was saying that Grant Cardone right now with webinars, they generate around 4,000 leads per day. Yes, 4,000 per day. Crazy number, right? And Andy Elliott, one of his closers said that to me. They said they generate around 500 leads per day. Interesting fact, Andy Elliott, they don't have setters. They only have closers, and they pay a high commission for closers. Around 30% they pay for closers because they don't do any, I guess, paid ads, and they don't have any guys setting. They're just calling the leads on the phone, trying to sell something from, I guess, $100 to, they said the most expensive thing they have right now was like $250,000 on the phone. Very interesting, very interesting. Only having closers, no setters, just closers. Very interesting. Next thing, learned this from Boyd. Who's in the cybersecurity space, teaching people how to get a job in cybersecurity. So he said, people buy when they know you. So if people don't know you, they ain't gonna buy from you. So you have your stuff, promote it. Which people buy from people they like. You need to make some people like you, maybe some people hate you. And here's the Shakespeare quote: "Love me or hate me, both are in my favor. If you love me, I'll always be in your heart. If you hate me, I'll always be in your mind." So both cases fine. It's much better to stand for something, to be polar, to stand out, rather than just be a gray piece of chalk. You know, the movie Hangover. You're a chalk. Okay, so, and last thing, they need to trust you. And there, it was the biggest realization for me as well. Oh my God. So, write your name inside of Google, just like your name inside of Google, and then look what you can find. For me, I'll show you. So I have this, and it's right now live still, so I'm gonna show you. So when people search for me, what I do, maybe my company website's cool, but this is the website they find when they find me. So this looks shitty as fuck. And that was my big aha moment, you know, because this was the craziest quote. High ticket closing, high ticket sales, selling coaching programs, consulting services. It's like this. It is convincing a stranger to give you thousands of euros or dollars or hundreds of euros or dollars to a complete stranger on the internet via a call, via Zoom or like Hangout. It's crazy. And then the question is, how do you look online? Can people find you? Okay, I have a cool Instagram, maybe a cool website for the business, but my personal things suck. I need to improve that. So this was huge for me, huge realization. So I'm gonna fix that as well. So I'm working on it already. Okay, next thing. Biggest thing where you need to focus if you're starting a business, having a business, is that you need to allocate your most time to the biggest constraint of the business, and your job is to find that constraint. Those constraints can be in three main things: marketing, sales, fulfillment. Only those three things, right? All of these three things go into smaller buckets, such as for sales, for example. How many leads do you, for sales, for example, how many meetings do you book? How many meetings show up? What's your closing rate? What's your offer rate? How much cash upfront are you collecting? All of these things come into the one big thing, which is the sales component. And you need to identify where is the biggest constraint, and all of your focus should go into that constraint to fix that constraint, because that is gonna help you to grow your business twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and more. That's my experience, going from 0 to now we're doing over 100K. Then we were stuck at 5, we were stuck at 20, we were stuck at 50, we were stuck at 80, we were stuck at 100, and we're stuck at 100 right now. And I'm still looking what's missing, you know? What's missing, okay? Next thing, find activities that produce results and then double down on those activities, do them more, plus do them better weekly, okay? Weekly. Next thing, what does the market reward? Market, aka your potential customers. They reward unique, rare, different, standing out, standing for something unique, different. Again, that's the thing, uniqueness. Be different. Don't be like everybody else. Try to be you. Try to be different. Talk about what you like. For example, I like PlayStation games. I like MMA. I like UFC. I also like kind of this like, what do you call it? StarCraft games. I like StarCraft. It's a PlayStation game. I watch StarCraft. Yeah, I watch StarCraft a lot. My wife thinks too much. Okay, I watch some guys play video games. I don't even play them. I watch some guys playing. I like it. Next thing, make people never forget you. Make their day. Make it great, and make it for the other people great. And do it for a stranger. Let's say you go in the shop. There's a cashier. You see her name. Say hello, her name. Then ask her how she's. Then say goodbye in a very nice way. Be polite, be cool, be like rememberable, you know? Like remember people's names, you know? Step up. Don't just act this way when there's money involved. Don't just do this for your clients or potential clients. Be like this for everybody. A person comes in, stranger. Hug them maybe. Like this is the thing we went to an event, they were like hugging us. Now I'm saying to our personnel here also, team members, new people come in, hug them immediately, you know? Make their day. It's gonna be like, they're gonna talk about it with their wife after they go home, right? They're gonna be like, you know what? I went to this company, like this Nix has this company called like, you know, I went in, the guy's like hugging me and 2 people hugged me. I was like, weird, but this was like kind of nice, you know? They're gonna talk about it. Make sure they do it, okay? It's okay. It's if someone scams you, it's okay. It's gonna happen. I got scammed hard in New York buying NHL tickets. So we bought NHL tickets on the street. Turns out they were fake. I like always trust anybody until they themselves prove me otherwise. So yeah, it sucked. It will happen. It's okay. Let it go. Move forward. Like everyone is not like that. And it's just like, you know, it's just gonna happen. I don't know. It's like weird. First time me. Next thing, if someone treats you bad, that's okay. That's okay. They don't know better. It's okay. Just let it go. Okay? And last thing, I'm trying. I'm doing something. That's just not good enough. And that's the harsh reality. You need to execute. You need to get things done. You need to put in maximum effort. You need to do great things. It's okay in the beginning, it's gonna suck, but get better, improve, adjust, improve, you know? And trying is not good enough. Remember that, okay? Stay sharp, and I see you in the next video.